Welcome to the Sports That Podcast with Joey Alfieri and Simon Tsalikis. We're with you every day talking mostly hockey, Montreal Canadiens, but we do an episode a week where we talk about whatever the heck we want. Tsalikis put it in his contract. I put it in my contract.
Nice.
And this is what we do every Thursday. We talk some football. We talk some basketball. If Simon wants to talk about his Lakers, he could rant about his Lakers. If Simon wants to talk about his Chicago Bears, he can talk about his Chicago Bears. He can do whatever he likes. There was no contest this weekend for the Bears. Tsalikis never word. But now this is what I noticed about you. Now it's like there's standards with the Bears, and now it's like 31-3.
That's what they do.
Caleb Williams, you can't make that throw. You can't make that throw running to the light on first down.
That's a bad throw.
We're better than the guys.
That's
We're
a bad
better
throw.
than this, guys. We're better than hey. Tsalikis, settle down.
14-3,
three
first down,
quarterbacks.
that's a bad throw.
Three good quarterbacks in franchise history. You settle down. Just relax.
All
right?
Jay Cutler, Jim McMahon, and was it Sid
Caleb
Luck?
Williams.
Who?
Caleb Williams.
No,
Rex
I was
Grossman.
gonna say. I believe it's Sid Luckman. I think so.
The 19.
Yeah, that's like black and white.
Okay, four outstanding quarterbacks in 1,000 years.
That's not bad.
But Tsalikis is getting confident. He's getting cocky with his Chicago Bears. And
I am not.
You're not?
No.
Don't be that guy.
No, it's tough schedule. A tough remaining schedule.
What do they have left? Do you remember?
At home to Green Bay, at home to the Lions, and in San Francisco. It's the three best teams in the NFC. Well, maybe no, I shouldn't say that because the Rams and the Seattle. What's going to bother me, Joey, they're going to win 11 games and not get in. Watch some crazy mathematics.
No, I think they'll get. You got to get. What are they at right now?
10.
They're at 9.
10.
They're at 10 right now.
I think
They'll
so,
go
yeah.
2 and 3. They'll win 2 out of 3.
What?
They'll
2 out of 3.
They'll get 2 out of 3.
Wow.
Simon will get 2 out of 3.
Okay.
I
From
got
your mouth
you.
to the football god's ears.
But busy. We've got a busy show. We're going to break down what's going on in the NFL. Look, I think the first thing we need to talk about, I know we talked a lot about the Kansas City Chiefs last week. I was watching, I saw a lot of that game, and I actually saw the injury happen in real time. Not good. The timing, I know with ACLs, you got to kind of wait and see when the swelling goes down, see when you can operate, but I mean, it's mid-December. I know he's a freak, Patrick Mahomes we're talking about, but it's going to be touch and go here for the start of next year. I don't know that he'll be ready for the start of next year.
This is very bad for the Kansas City Chiefs because this is not I know some people on the socials or on the football shows and stuff like that talking about a reset. This is not a reset. This is an absolute rebuild. The only good thing they have going for them is that they don't have to find a quarterback for their rebuild.
Yeah, but when you have Mahomes, you can.
That's
I think you can retool.
I don't. But you can't though because Joe, the tight end position needs to be revamped. The running back position needs to be revamped.
Yeah, but you can.
The D line needs to be revamped. There's a lot. The defense has to be. There's just a reset is grab a piece here, grab a piece there.
But I think
there are major pieces that need to be addressed.
One good draft class and a solid free agency. I think you can turn it around when you have a quarterback
Patrick Mahomes
like that.
is a saving grace. People will come and play with him and probably take a little bit less money. But this is not just. I don't think it takes an off season for this to get right. Now you're gonna have the most difficult of off seasons because you've never had an off season this long, and maybe that's a blessing. Patrick Mahomes gets back hopefully in September, October of next year. But Travis Kelce's a first ballot Hall of Famer, maybe the best tight end ever. He's past his date. That position needs to be better. Wide receiver, I like the
I think
skill
they've
set.
got the talent. They've got the guys.
But there's no legit one. You know what I mean?
I think Rashee Rice can be there. I mean, he
running back.
Running back, they need
help. And Chris Jones is as dominant as they've been in the last decade.
Yeah.
That whole D-line needs to be revamped as well, including Chris Jones. I don't think there's a lot of, great football in front of him. Got to get better in the secondary. So there's work to be done there, man. Yesterday was a very bad day for the Kansas City Chiefs. First and foremost, the injury. The second is the slamming of the door on what has been one of the best rides in football history.
It's been a great ride, and it was first of all, I didn't even know that the Gardner Mitchell. I didn't even know he was in Kansas City. To be honest, I totally
That's not
lost
a bad
track
backup.
No, it's not a bad backup.
But
and all of it, they're down a field goal late. He completes a couple passes to Travis Kelce. I'm like, okay, like they're here, they're in field goal range. And then they took a delay of game penalty, backed it up on the very next throw. He tried to go to Kelce, and he ended up getting picked off. Minshew did, and that was all she wrote. But I mean, he got them. They were in field goal range.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they make the mistake to take the. But they had a timeout left, which is why I know you want to save it for if you catch the ball, you get hit in bounds, you want to call timeout. But I mean, in that moment, I mean, it's
a lot of football
life
on
or
that
death.
club.
I mean, you're
a lot of guys
literally-
played a lot of
not
football.
literally life or death, but your playoff chances
Well, it
are
was, yeah.
about to
Now-
evaporate. But so we'll see with Kansas City. We'll see where they go from here. They do have some good skill position players. I mean, they have Xavier Worthy. They invested a first-round pick in. I think Rashee Rice is legit. I think he's a freak athlete. But we'll see where they go, and we'll see what this Mahomes. We'll see when Mahomes can go under the knife and get this thing fixed, because that's going to determine
It's
how
not
much
just
time he misses
when he
next
comes
year.
back. You probably think there's a grace period that first year. It's usually takes a little bit of time to come back from that injury. Even when you're playing, you don't probably feel 100% or have that confidence in that leg. So tough day yesterday for the Chiefs.
You also talked about the Bears playing the Green Bay Packers. That was a big injury as well, non-contact injury for Micah Parsons. Obviously, we know all about the trade, but it looks like Caleb Williams is going to get to face the Green Bay Packers without Micah Parsons, and that's obviously huge, especially come playoff time. For Green Bay in crunch time. I mean, you want a guy who can get after the quarterback. Obviously, second most important position to me on the football field. But that's a massive, massive loss.
He's Myles Garrett is all world and probably better. I think it's safe to say.
Yep.
But I saw this stat that Micah Parsons has 63 hurries this year. Think about 63 is a massive number. I think it's 11 more than anybody else.
Goodness.
But Joey, think about how many times he gets double teamed.
Yeah.
So it's literally the one time the offensive coordinator says, let's just go guard or tackle on him and take our chances. Well, guess what? It's a pressure on those.
There.
So 63 hurries with the number of times. So if you eliminate the number of times he's double teamed, the few times he gets one-on-one, he makes you pay. And look, he closes out football games. He's the guy on 3rd and 7 when you're trying to get into field goal range, and he's pinning his ears back because he knows you've abandoned the run or you're not running. It's Micah Parsons. Watson went down as well yesterday. I think
Christian
Jordan
Watson,
Love's favorite target. Doesn't look like it's serious, but maybe he doesn't play against the Bears. They've got their injuries on the O-line. Very similar to, I think you have to give the Packers right there with the Bears, but I think that the Packers pedigree the last couple of years, you can say they're the best team in the NFC North, and they may finish with that because their schedule's a little bit easier, but very similar. I saw Rex Ryan mention this on Get Up. They're like the Lions from last year. They are just dropping and losing players.
Yeah.
And the injury bug is going right across the Packers.
It was impressive what they did to the Rams. Well, I'll say that I saw a good chunk of that game. It was a good football game. The two usually I'll pay attention to
Broncos. You mean?
Pardon me?
The Packers.
Sorry, I was talking about Detroit.
Oh,
I was talking
they
about
hung in
Detroit
very
Rams
nice,
when you were
considering
talking about
everything.
Detroit.
Yes.
The two games I pay attention. Usually I'll try to watch two games at the same time on at 1:00 on Sundays. Last week I followed the don't ask. I followed the Cincinnati Bengals and Baltimore Ravens, and the other one I was flipping in between was New England and Buffalo.
Okay. I'm happy you asked. So you want to talk about Cincinnati?
Sure.
I'm thrilled.
You're thrilled for
I'm thrilled you want to talk about Cincinnati.
Go ahead. 24-0 got spanked. I mean, the Ravens defense put on a show.
A lot of people to walk down.
Yeah, they put on a
show.
show.
And all that.
But how about Joe Burrow coming out
I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit tired
of what Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I'm a little
But
bit
you hear what he said? He basically said there's not a lot of NFL football teams that would have won a game with Joe Burrow playing the way Joe Burrow
nobody.
played.
Put up a goose egg. Throwing picks in the red zone.
Yeah, it was bad.
So look, I like Joe Burrow. I liked him at LSU. Arguably the greatest college football season I've ever seen a college football player have was Joe Burrow.
Yep.
He is all world. He's got to stop with these press conferences where I don't know if he's coming or going or wants to get relegated to the European League. I don't know what.
I don't think that's a thing. So.
But whatever. Like, you wanted Jamar Chase to be among the highest paid wide receivers in football. And if I was a quarterback, I would want that as well. He got that. And then he goes publicly and goes to bat for T. Higgins to get his mad money.
And he did.
And then it's Hendrickson right on the
yeah.
So you wanted Hendrickson, he's your boy, and he's the best player in your defense. You want him to get paid. So you took care of all your boys by going publicly and asking for these guys to get paid. They get paid and there's no money for, O-line's not good. Well, there's no money left over. Joe, they go to the line of scrimmage. Him and his two wide receivers make $100 million. Like, where is the money left over? You didn't need T. Higgins, sorry. And you didn't need Hendrickson. What you could have done, you could have done it a little bit, the way the Cowboys did it. You got rid of Micah Parsons. You got better at the defensive tackle position. You made the trade with the Broncos to bring in a linebacker because you can afford him, and you got your draft inventory. Joe, no matter how good Hendrickson is, I think he's the fifth best pass rusher in football, sixth maybe, whatever, edge rusher. He's not good enough to make them from very bad to good. The only way you go from very bad to good in football playing defense is when you part ways with your best defensive player and you go and get assets and you draft and you draft and you draft and you draft. So you wanted all your boys to get paid. They all got paid, and now you're asking why the team isn't good. Dude, you took all the money. So enough. I like Joe Burrow. Enough.
He's a good player.
He's a great player.
It's been enough. Tough.
The press conferences are a little bit too heavy for me right now. A little too heavy.
I liked him in watching him up close in quarterback. I thought he was, I thought he's an entertaining guy. He's he seems like a good dude, but they're gonna find they're gonna waste away his prime. Like he's gonna waste away his prime.
I think he's gone.
What do you mean you think he's gone?
He's gonna want out of Cincinnati and they're gonna move off from him.
You think he's gonna want out of this offseason?
Yes. He's got 2 spots.
Where are you going?
Minnesota.
Okay.
It's got to be. It's got one boy.
Simon, he's from there.
Well, he's got his boy Jamar Chase, but his other boy plays
from Athens, Ohio.
Yeah.
He's got less than 2 hours out.
He's Justin Jefferson is his boy.
Sure.
Get pressure from inside the front office, and maybe you make the deal. I spoke to one of your good friends, Matthew O'Hain, today through a text message.
Oh yeah.
I thought he had a great idea. I was just texting back and forth about the Bengals, and he's like, Matthew Stafford makes a run, wins a chip, or says, I'm done here. I had nothing else to prove. It's just nice.
LA.
Go to LA.
I can see LA more than I can. But at the same time, if you watch quarterback, you see how tight those two quarterback and wide receiver are. You're going to bounce. You made the guy commit to Cincinnati, you're going to bounce. You're going to leave Jamar Chase behind.
Got him paid, though.
I get that, but you're going to leave Jamar Chase behind. Even the families are close, Simon, from what it looks like. I know TV can make it look however we want to make it look. But
there's one really a football team, and there's one NFL team that guys, when they've had enough of it, they're out. And it's been the Cincinnati Bengals. Notoriously the worst ownership in all of North American pro sports. Did you see they got fined this weekend, Joey?
Yeah, because they didn't shovel the seats.
Because they didn't shovel. The team that gets issued a $450 million check or whatever they do from their revenue sharing did not shovel the seats for their own fans. At least if you could have said, well, it's the traveling section and we didn't do the traveling section because screw whoever's coming into town this week. They didn't shovel the seats for their own fans. Carson Palmer said, I'm done with football. I'm quitting football. I'm taking my ball and going home. And then he sat out, I think, a year maybe. And then they eventually moved on. They traded him. It's not a very well...
Raiders or Arizona first? Which one came first? I think
I'm
Raiders.
I'm going to say...
Get our best people on it.
I'm going to say...
I think it was Raiders first, right?
I'm going to say Arizona. No, I don't know. I'll say Raiders.
It's no fun if we agree. You know that, right?
Well, okay. I'll say Arizona.
It was Raiders. Yeah, it was Raiders. It was Raiders and then Arizona after that.
So, I don't know, man. People have wanted out of Cincinnati before and they get out.
I just feel like you're really leaving your guy out there high and dry. Like your 2 receivers. You made them pay 2 receivers and now you're going to bounce?
I think I get J.J. McCarthy. The guy's got that whole persona thing going on.
Okay.
He's another person.
How about I was stunned when watching that the Buffalo-New England game. I was like,
wow,
man, this is a statement win by New England. Bang.
Over.
How about that? You got punched right in the mouth.
Yeah.
And they had not that they didn't have any answer. Travion Henderson was just like a freak. Yeah, right after the Bills took the lead, was it 24-21 or whatever? This guy broke another one, 50-plus yards or whatever. Give the Patriots right back the lead. But give the Bills credit. They found a way again. I know they're not perfect, and it's not always pretty. But the Buffalo Bills find a way, and now they're a game out of first place, and obviously that would be huge if they can get there. But
Josh Allen back in the MVP conversation, I think.
Yeah.
Look, that wasn't. I watched a good part of that game. The Vrabel defense has been pretty good this year. Drake May, who's been very good. I know he had the 2 rushing touchdowns. It's not really what you're getting paid to do. He couldn't get anything going down the football field when it came to their play, to their wide receivers. I think that's one thing I'd keep an eye on the Patriots.
Yeah, they
and
got
the
to
Bills
get
too.
better. They got to get better skill position.
I think if you line up against them and you look at their wide receivers, you're
Yeah.
like, nobody scares me.
Khalil Shakir doesn't.
I like
work
Khalil
with him?
Shakir, even the kid Coleman there, but he just can't put it together. I think the Bills should have been very active at the trade deadline to go and
They
fish
did last
somebody.
year, right? They went and got Amari Cooper last year.
That's right. So I think they
It
should
didn't
have
really pan out.
click.
Yeah.
They should have went and got better at that wide receiver position. So a little bit surprised. Took a shot at your boy Dan Orlovsky today.
You did?
Yeah.
Why?
On Twitter.
I like Dan
I
Orlovsky.
asked him. Said
You asked Dan Orlovsky
on Twitter.
Why don't you ask him to come on?
He won't.
Why?
After what I said, he won't come on.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't say anything bad. He did reply to me once. I wanted to ask. I just want to know if Caleb Williams blows a 21-0 lead at home. I think there'd be a thesis out that from Dano telling us how he blew it and mechanics and to throw and off back foot and this and that. Derek May blows a 21-0 lead. Drake, what did I say?
Derek.
Drake May throws a 0 touchdowns, runs for 2. I'll give him that. Offense did not look crisp. He handed off the ball and the guy ran very fast. I'm not sure how much that has to do with the quarterback, but I would have liked to see it. It would have been a referendum in America if Caleb Williams
You're the best.
paints his nails.
Tsalikis.
Paints his nails.
Tsalikis, you're the best.
Blows a 21-0
I want to
lead.
see you on the show next week. I want to see painted nails.
If they win a Super Bowl, absolutely.
Painted nails?
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah. 100%.
Done. Sam, book it. You heard
What do
it.
you want? I'll even do like nice Bears colors.
Yeah, you got to do the dark blue and the orange. One nail dark blue, 100%. One nail orange.
100%.
That'd be awesome.
Go to my wife's manicurist. Chris, if you're listening.
Is it a manicurist? Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Is it a manicurist?
Yeah, no. Sam
I don't know.
Sam, you knew 30 seconds ago when I pressed you pretending like you've never had your nails done. Stop.
In French, it's manicure.
There you go, manicure. There you go.
Yeah, I know it's manicurist. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like it.
Shout out.
Manicurist.
You're damn right.
A word. Yeah, I guess sort of. It might be. I don't know. Anyway, Tsalikis, this was fun.
All right.
I look forward to. Hey, now I have a reason to cheer for the Bears. I don't even hate the Bears, to be
Nobody
honest.
hates
I
the
don't-
Bears.
I don't-
They
I
don't bother
dislike
anybody.
The Bears.
They don't bother anybody.
I'd like to see the Bears go on
40
a
years,
Super
we haven't
Bowl run.
bothered a soul. Leave us alone.
In '85, they bothered some people.
That's a long time ago.
It's a long time
It's
ago.
a long time ago.
All right, Tsalikis, be good. I'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow. By the way, tomorrow, just so everybody knows, we will have a special episode with a guest. We try to do a guest every Friday. Montreal Canadiens draft pick, not a first-round pick, so we're going a little different than we have the last couple weeks with Louis LeBlanc and Eric Chouinard, but a 6th-round pick of the Montreal Canadiens in 1991. Oleg Petrov will join us tomorrow, so we've got a lot to get to with Oleg Petrov. Just a reminder, you can find us on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Make sure you subscribe, so every time Sam uploads an episode at 4 in the morning, you get a little toot-toot-toot, you get a little notification, and you can watch the show, obviously, on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube, leave us a comment, make fun of Simon's Bears, make fun of the fact that I didn't think manicurist was a real word, whatever you like. We will read. We did it earlier this week. We read comments. If you're mean, you probably have a better chance to be read on the but we'll read nice ones too. It's just, just don't go personal. Like just be mean.
Not even against the coach or anybody for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, even us. You can go after us, whatever.
Yes.
But thank you to everybody. I mean, just the amount of messages that I get on a daily basis, like, hey guys, the podcast looks great, studio looks great.
Anything
Sam
about me?
puts it all together.
Okay.
Next question. Sam, our producer, Sam Boulay, puts it all together, and he does a phenomenal job making this look great. We've got some great sponsors, so really having a lot of fun doing this. Obviously, focused more on the Montreal Canadiens, but we're the sports depth. It means you come in, you come out, 15, 20-minute podcast episodes, and we talk about everything. So, Simon, it's been fun. Let's keep it rolling tomorrow, all right, bud?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're out. Back tomorrow with another episode of the Sports Depth Podcast as we're joined by former Montreal Canadian Oleg Petrov.